I pushed record. It'll record your voice if you want to make a video.
Oh, I didn't know it was recording.
It is now.
Oh my God, this is wild. How high up are we? How high up are we?
Oh, I don't know, 500 feet or something.
So, 500 feet in the air.
I was able to beat the students to the field today. Conditions are strong, thermally, my usual gig. I'm gonna go up there and fly around, do a little practice on my own. Me and the flying, I guess. Let's do it. So I set up for a cobra inflation. Cause it's strong out here. Clip. We'll see if she idles for a minute. Oh, come back. As you can see, one of my students showed up, Mr. Vic there. I had two other guys I was waiting on, so my goal was just to fly around until all the students arrived on the field, and then we could start teaching class. Now, I didn't realize it until I took off, but one of my students was here, the guy in the red semi down there by the hangar. I'm trying to get his attention. I told him what field to meet us at, but I don't know if he could see me or not, and in lieu of calling him, I thought I would just fly over there and give him a smoke signal, so to speak. I forgot I was vlogging, y'all. Haha. How funny. I forgot all about it. And immediately I quit vlogging because I got into some pretty intense thermal activity. Look at this section right here. Pretty intense. Wow, got lifted by a thermal pretty hard. Didn't come out the backside. Need to be ready. It's going to stupid town. Woo! And for the next 5 minutes of this video, it's just me out here in these strong conditions, doing my practice work, waiting on the students to all arrive. When I see that they're all here, I land and I start teaching the class. Now, I believe that maybe this is their first day on the field, maybe the second for some. Oh, check this out. It's bad etiquette to leave your bag in the middle of the field, so I decided to move it out of the way. Forgot about that part. So I bring it over to the edge of the runway, toss it, and then back to my moves. So as I was saying, I was waiting on the students to show up. Once they all got there, I quit my personal flying and went to teaching. I left the camera running though, so I actually got to eavesdrop on the first class. We'll call this class Basic High Wind Technique. And then we get to work after that. Oh yeah, these bystanders, I just saw them down here taking pictures, so I decided to land in the road in front of them. Give them a little show. Nothing too exciting, just a little touch and go action. Thanks for watching, girls. Traffic. I better quit that stuff. I'm gonna get hurt. So I'm just gonna throw in a few minutes of my practice session here. If you don't want to see that and want to go straight over to where I start teaching the class, fast forward to 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and that'll get you there. But I'm gonna throw on some tracks, let you watch some of this, and talk to you guys later. I go back down here to try to signal my student in the red truck again, but I can't get too close to him. Notice the trees and the hangers in the wind direction, and it's strong, so I can't get behind those obstructions or I risk taking a huge rotor, possibly a collapse or some sort of calamity. So that's about as close as I dare to get in this wind condition. That's what that was.
So I'm in a high wind situation. I don't want to use brakes to kill the wing or I'll get dragged. So I get it controlled, reach up, pull my rear lines. See what it does to the wing? It's important to practice that occasionally, and more often if you're not good at it, but just that move. Reach, grab, bury, go. And you can capture the wing. In any high wind situation on any wing, that method will work. But you gotta do it. You can't miss, you can't fumble. If you fumble that, you will get
Smoked.
You'll spin your wing, lose half of it, then you got half a wing engaged, and that'll spin and drag you and pull you, and there's no win in the battle. You got to grab, pull, and never give up. Anything you get, even if it's a bad grab, just make sure you get something on both sides from the rear. Bury it and hold it, and you got it. The wing can't inflate from here. Inflate out in front of you. See how much it snatched me? Brake, stall. You can do it that way, but it's more dangerous. The wing shock inflates. Step, sit. Well, let me build a wall first. I hear an airplane. Where's he at? Oh, okay, I see. That was an airplane. See when I stay low how much easier that worked? Can also bring it down in a cobra style, straight down into the wind like this. You gotta keep it vertical. Oh, not quite vertical. See how much I'm leaning in? Notice I'm pointing my hips at the wing. Hard weight shift. That brings it back. You bring it to this side. Hard weight shift right, brings it back. Less is more with the brakes. No brake at all, hardly. Kill it. Turn it upside down, walk to it, it'll die. So you never fully give up on it. Like if it's a real battle, real strong wind, full size wing, get fabric in your hand. I got it now. I win. This is game over. Cheat code, okay? Get to the wing. Get the wing in your hand. Win. All right. But sometimes it's a sprint. If you happen to be in a drag situation, I'm not going to demonstrate that, but you want to grab, you probably got a brake toggle in your hands. Let me disconnect this thing. I'm going to lay it back out properly. You also don't have to do anything. Watch this. I'm going to show you how to work this wing without, we got wind. See, I got open sails. It don't matter what's out there. If I got open sails and some wind, there's one that goes to that part of the wing right here. So I'll pull that. That's my left brake right there. See, I kept it from coming up with my left hand. I don't want that wing to shoot hard. I want it to be level out there in front of me. See how it tip's blowing in? That tells me I'm not in the wind yet. When I get it in the wind, this is in the wind. And now I can walk to it and kill it. Stow my brakes, gather my lines in a proper, neat rosette. Lift the wing, and you can stow it. Here, hold that for me.
Oh, you put it like that?
Yeah, pouch on the right,
Oh.
centered up in the wind. All right, center my wing, flip it around right there. Put it on the other side of the pouch. Throw all my lines in the middle, pull my tips out, lines right here. Start with the belly and the tail. See, here's the tail of the glider, all right here in the middle. You take your bag and you pull it in and then pull the bag up. Pull it in like this so that all those sails sort of accordion together across the side of the bag here. Because when you pick it up, you're picking it up at these edges, and you want these. It's not a necessity, but it's good form for the wing. It makes it last longer, puts less strain on the important parts. Same thing on the other side. There's your tip. You still want to keep front, back, left, right. Pull this bag around it and lay it in there. But I got all those sails opened up so that the air goes out. Those in here, these are complicated riser sets on this glider.
Yeah, you are going so fast across.
Oh,
like,
downwind, yeah. And you can't ever go that far, very far.
Yeah, yeah.
You turn and you're like, oh. There was a couple times I hit a wall, like, oh. In and out, then a thermal is going up and back at the same time. You look at how far the clouds are leaned over.
Yeah.
Each one of those clouds was a gust that came off the ground and went up into one. That's what you're seeing. Every one of that's how big your gusts are, how far apart they are. Yeah, I mean, they come from the ground and go into the sky and form those at the tops. That's the top of what left the earth there. You can trace each one of them back to a spot on the ground where it, and when you were standing here, there was a little bit of lull in front of it and then a big gust behind it as it ripped off and went up. And that's what you're feeling. That, and if one breaks off to the side of you, it pulls the windsock that way a little bit or this way a little bit. When those clouds comes here, you know, you get them different part, big fields. I mean, look how big they are. They're like the size of 2 or 3 of these farms. Some of them.
That's true,
Yeah. So you can look at the space and see that's a bunch of little choppy gust over there. That's the little stuff, the little bubbles you see hit the windsock, but don't rip a big gust like that. And the day's starting to tone down too. This post frontal, low pressure's pushing off this way, high pressure's pouring in. The wind's gonna die down as the day goes on. The sun, as it gets lower, hopefully the clouds will maintain a little bit. It looks like they're drying out though. It'll probably blue sky by the time the sun sets. I don't know, who knows. They didn't get much rain that way, so all the rain went this way, so you're gonna get a lot bigger clouds that direction. You can tell they're bigger. They're stacked up better over there than they are over here. That's what that's called. When you see in the horizon, they always look thick. That's called stacking, because you're looking at a shallower angle into the, be like if you were standing taller here and look, they look like they're packed tighter together. So yeah, y'all need to be some kiting fools right now. What y'all waiting on? Grab your harness. Let's get a teeny tiny wing on you.
And then, based on operator error, I left the camera running and recorded, I don't know, an hour worth of this stuff. Then my friends Michael and Kayla showed up, and I gave Kayla a tandem flight. That was the footage you saw at the front of the video. She said she liked it. It was fun. Thank you for watching the video, liking, subscribing, thumbing up, all the stuff you're supposed to do as a YouTube watcher. Thanks for it. I appreciate it. Much love, guys. Kyle out.